Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Out Fast podcast. I have, as usual, to my right, Jeremy Cloder.
Woo-woo.
And to my left and front, Mr. Jeremy Griffin. The obligatory DMX dog.
Yeah.
And in the house, we have from JDOG Hauling of Tampa Bay, we got Kevin Hasney in the house.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
All right, guys. Oops, we got some people already watching. Fantastic. So yeah, we basically we're bringing in people for our podcast that we are looking to help grow their business, that are currently helping us grow our business together. Basically, people that we know, like, and trust that we currently use in our business. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So tell people watching on Facebook Live and are listening to this podcast or watching on YouTube a little bit about JDOG and what you guys do.
Awesome. Yeah. So JDOG Junk Removal and Hauling. We are an American-owned, veteran-operated business here in Tampa Bay. We have like a really interesting mission here, where we're trying to empower veterans with employment and career opportunities. Whether that be a transitioning veteran that's just coming home and looking for a way to fit into a culture on the civilian side and help them get to their next phase of their life, or other veterans that have specialty skills like myself for career opportunities, which is in sustainability management. Awesome. So bringing that veteran aspect with the sustainability aspect to the local community.
Very cool. Does JDOG, from a franchising standpoint, I know some franchises will do like some type of veteran like discount or benefit to buy their franchise. Do you know if does JDOG have something like that?
Yeah, so let me give you a little bit of a background on JDOG itself. So JDOG was started in 2011 by Jerry Flanagan. He came back over, from being in the military, the height of the recession, and decided to grab a truck and a trailer and just start bringing this mission, to Philadelphia, which was going around and helping people remove their junk. He really decided to specialize in focusing on the veteran entrepreneur aspect of the business, and that message grew really quickly and was able to be franchised out nationally. So the owners here actually are one of the first people to ever work with Jerry in his original territory, as well as they now own his territory. And
Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, they own that original territory in Philadelphia. And him and his wife, this is Steve and Danielle DeVoe, decided that they were going to be a part of that expansion nationally. So they packed their bags from Philly, left the business to be run by friends and family in Philadelphia with them, their oversight, and came to Tampa in January of last year. So we're now in our second quarter of year 2, and the expansion is now going from Tampa all the way to Naples by 2021.
It's freaking awesome.
That's great.
And that's kind of one of the reasons that, I forget who introduced us, but I know I sat down. I think I did meet Steve at a BNI networking event, a while ago, and then you met them through BNI as well.
I think he came and did a sub or something one time.
Yeah, and then I met with Danielle, had a little coffee with her, and because you guys are a veteran-owned business, we're a veteran-owned business, even though I'm not a veteran, but we pretty much have surrounded ourselves with the veteran community, so it's been just kind of a natural referral partnership with you guys, so we're really happy to be working with you guys. And I have personally used JDOG on one of my flips this year, and it was pretty crazy. We do a lot of demo. Every house gets demo, right? Pretty much. And you guys were the fastest freaking crew I've ever had work for me, whether I've used a GC or just some, junk in a truck kind of guys. And you guys were in and out in a day, right? Basically a full 24 hours, maybe a little extra the next day. Just that was pretty incredible. So time is money, right? So it was well worth every penny to get you guys in there and out of there, so that the rest of the guys could go through and just blow through the rest of the project. So
I love branding too, man. The trucks look tight.
They are, man.
And the bulldog,
the branding
and all
is
that.
fantastic.
The branding is on point.
I got to tell you, when I got on board with them, I wasn't sure what I was walking into. I had just got done working for a nonprofit agency for 4 years, helping veterans find employment with Career Source, Tampa Bay, and Dallas.
Yeah.
And then I went off and assisted my brother-in-law with his business and did some business development stuff. And we kind of found each other, JDOG and I. I walked in, to meet them for the first time, and I got to tell you, it was the trucks that kind of won me over right away. I was walking up, and I saw the camo, and I saw the culture. You see the American flags, you see what they're about, and then you hear that there's this whole other side of the mission, that it's not just about helping veterans and then having veterans serve their communities, but they're trying to do all of that in a new way for this industry, which is junk removal and demolition, by bringing that sustainable aspect, which is something that no other company is really doing, here in the local area.
So, talk a little bit about how you guys are currently getting most of your business. So and then we can kind of transition to what's a good referral for you guys. Who's your number one referral source we can help grow your business?
Awesome. Yeah. So, all the regular ways, we're doing air, land, and sea, I'm sure everybody here knows what that means, but to explain a little bit more, we're doing marketing campaigns. We're working with, companies that are assisting us with, our Google searches. But one of the biggest ways that we've found that works is really networking groups and grassroots marketing. There's just something to be said about having our vets, with the yard signs and the door hangers, going to community events, going to the VFWs, going to the Taste of South Tampa, which we just were a part of, last week, and getting that message out there. And then, going back to the networking events, working with groups like BNI, with Tampa RIA, NARI.
TV RIA.
Yeah, thank you. NARI and, all of the chambers. I've been very, very active in the St. Pete Chamber, South Tampa Chamber, Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. And what we found is by just going out there and spreading our mission and just letting people hear what we're about and what we're doing, it's really bringing the business in.
Okay. So the last time we had spoke, actually at that flip, you said you were, always looking for help, right?
Yes.
Are you guys still hiring?
Yes. So that's one of the biggest parts of our mission. Our mission is very simple, so let me put it out there. We want to empower veterans with employment. We want to serve our communities. And we want to protect the planet. So that first part of that mission, empower veterans with employment, is literally the bread and butter of everything that we're doing. We want to have 106 veterans employed by 2022.
Wow.
That is a huge goal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That would put us at about 99.9% of our staff being veterans.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Have you guys connected with USF and some of the local universities? We actually got a couple people that inquired about being agents through some of their platforms. I think it's free even. I don't know if we paid for it.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, it'd be great, just passive way for people that's actively searching for jobs to just submit a resume and everything through this cool little portal. So something to look into if you guys aren't doing it yet.
We are not doing that yet. Currently, with my past experience with helping veterans with employment, my immediate focus was going to the local workforce boards, going to the VA, getting into the veteran transitioning networks that are out there, and kind of spreading the message that way. Obviously using Indeed and stuff like that, but that's a little less personable.
Sure.
So I would love to be able to connect with something like that.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll make sure I send you that.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
So, you guys obviously see a lot of shit, and I mean literally lots of shit. So talk about some of the house you guys did for me was pretty messed up and pretty full of junk. What's some of the craziest stuff you've seen?
What if I told you that wasn't the worst thing
I'm not surprised. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure you've seen much worse.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, just funny stories, I guess. One of the first jobs that I was on that was a clean out was up in Zephyr Hills. And we pull up to this beautiful, manicured lawn outside. Looked great. We walk inside. You open the door.